The Indiana Department of Education is now out with a new report which shows ISTEP scores were not affected by a recently reported scoring glitch. The Now's Ann Kelly is in Johnson County to explain.
Candace talking to the superintendent of Greenwood Community Schools about his reaction to those findings. But first to those findings, this report, a 14-page document which comes a month after the State Department of Education got an anonymous letter pointing out that scoring glitch. The person behind the letter saying for an 8-day period in April, those scoring the tests were entering in results with a keypad. And if they entered them too quickly, the computer would act up and assign the score for one test to both of them. Today in this report, the DOE saying since getting that letter, it has worked with a team of education experts with CTB McGraw-Hill and determined student scores were not overall affected. It points to the fact that scores tallied outside of that 8-day window were similar to the ones during the so-called glitch period, and that it was very difficult to replicate the computer issue, meaning it's possible some ISTEP scores were affected, but overall schools shouldn't be. Most students won't be. Greenwood Superintendent Kent DeConnick telling me it's a relief, but despite this update, he says he has little confidence in this year's results. It's why he says the legislature shouldn't just be working to protect teachers, but also schools when it comes to how these ISTEP scores impact them.
But this last year has really, I guess everyone's used the word debacle. It's continued to be a debacle. No one seems to have faith in those results. And so that just continues to be the overall worry with why are we going to continue to grade schools and school districts on those scores when no one seems to have faith in those.
And echoing his thoughts, State Superintendent Glenda Ritz saying today that she believes because the ISTEP is so high stake and because there has been doubt about its validity this year, not only teachers but also schools should not be penalized by the results. Reporting in Johnson County, Ann Kelly, RTV 6.
And this is a statement just released by the governor's office saying while the results of the report are encouraging, the governor will continue to listen to local educators and school leaders to inform his discussions with the Indiana General Assembly. The governor appreciates that this is a transition year and he will continue to work with legislative leaders to ensure that test scores do not affect teacher bonuses or compensation and that schools are treated fairly.